Imagina un país donde cada plato cuenta una historia milenaria, donde los ingredientes nacen en la cima de los Andes, viajan por la selva amazónica y se mezclan con el sabor del mar. Ahora, imagina que ese país es llamado por un chef extranjero. La tierra prometida. Hoy te contaré por qué Perú, sí, el Perú, ha conquistado el paladar del mundo entero. Y por qué este chef de renombre no duda en decir que la cuna de la gastronomía moderna no está en Europa, está en Sudamérica. El chef que quedó fascinado. El protagonista del video es un chef internacional que ha recorrido el mundo, buscando sabores únicos, culturas con identidad y cocinas que hablen por sí solas. Y fue en Perú donde encontró todo eso, multiplicado por 10. Con asombro y respeto, declara que Perú es una tierra sagrada para los amantes de la cocina. No por moda, no por marketing, sino porque aquí encontró lo que en otros países está desapareciendo: una cocina viva, conectada a la tierra, a su gente y a su historia. Un país, 1000 sabores. Perú es un país de contrastes: costa, sierra y selva. Cada una con ingredientes únicos, técnicas propias y una sabiduría ancestral que se transmite de generación en generación. Desde las más de 3000 variedades de papa cultivadas en los Andes, hasta el maíz morado, la quinoa, el ají amarillo y el camu camu amazónico. Todo en Perú tiene un propósito y un origen. Aquí la cocina no solo alimenta, cuenta quiénes somos. Y eso lo entienden chefs como el del video, que no vienen solo a probar platos, sino a aprender de las comunidades, de las raíces, del alma de la comida. La revolución de los sabores. Lo que comenzó como un rescate de lo autóctono, liderado por chefs como Gastón Acurio, se ha convertido en una revolución gastronómica sin precedentes. Estos chefs no quisieron imitar cocinas extranjeras, quisieron mirar hacia adentro.
Okay, gumbo it is.
What if there was a way to feed the hungry and at the same time give them dignity?
The answer is this simple token.
We developed the currency of caring to act as a form of payment for participating restaurants and food trucks, and as a key to providing a warm, dignified meal to those who need it most.
You want to try something new?
Donations fuel the currency. Now helping feed others has never been easier.
Either as a participating restaurant, food truck operator, or as someone who wants to pay it forward by donating. Please visit currencyofcaring.com because food really is love.
How do you become the top online seafood company in the United States? You earn it. We are the only company that catches, processes, and directly sells seafood right to our customers. We have a 4.9 Google rating with over 800 reviews and the highest customer satisfaction. To have the best seafood delivered right to your door, order from the original WildAlaskaSalmonandSeafood.com. Look for my face on the logo to ensure you're getting the best. Now you know the guy that caught your dinner.
Where is my mind?
What was it you say about the view?
The hardest climbs are the best views.
I think you're right.
It's hard to pinpoint what it was exactly or when it happened, but somewhere along the way something has changed the way I see Peru, altered my conscience. Go ahead and cue the iconic guitar riff and ethereal sound of that famous Pixie song, because walking the streets of Cusco makes me ask myself, where is my mind? Is it the altitude? What is it about this place that gets under my skin? Could it be the coca leaves I'm chewing that has my head spinning? Well, I'm pretty sure that's just making my face numb. The landscape, the food, the people, the colors, the smells and sounds. There is something about Lima, something about Cusco, something about Peru that has captured my imagination and stolen a piece of my heart. I might even go as far as to say that coming here has made me rethink the way I see food completely. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This all started when I arrived in Lima 8 days ago. As a chef, I need to stay curious in order to evolve. For me, that means looking beyond a good meal to learn more about who made it and what inspires them to cook. Every great city has great food. I'm going on a journey around the world. I'm on a quest to find passionate chefs who cooks from the heart, to prove that food is love.
Gotta be delicious.
Food is love. Love your food. Lately, there has been a lot of buzz about the food coming out of Peru. In fact, several of the top restaurants in the world are there. But what's behind it all and what's on the menu? To try and crack the code, I'm meeting up with a friend here in my hometown. Rosario is a Peruvian native and transplant to Alton, Illinois.
I hear that some of the best restaurants in the world is now in Lima. 10 years ago, you never heard anything about Lima or Peru.
There is a new trend for food doesn't need to be just like what we were used to, that was mostly what was cooked at home by your mom, by your grandma. The last 2 decades, several chefs, younger chefs, have opened nice restaurants. My best favorite one is Cosme by James Berkemeyer. He also has another one that is called Al Lado. The food is magnificent. He has one of the best desserts that is called crema volteada. It's the best in Lima.
James Berkemeyer is a star in the South American food scene. His restaurant Cosme was recently named one of Latin America's 50 best restaurants. With Rosario's encouragement, I'm off to immerse myself in Peruvian food, starting at Cosme.
So I'm here in Lima after Rosario spiked my interest in coming here. I had one too many pisco sours last night, paying a little bit for that this morning, but I'm ready now to meet James over at Cosme. And why is it called Cosme?
Cosme because of Cerro San Cosme. San Cosme is one of the first neighborhoods. Cosme is our neighborhood restaurant.
Okay.
Cosme is a comfort food restaurant with technique. Yeah, Cosme is like this dish, you can maybe find it at home. So it's done in a different way where maybe you can remember your grandma, but in a different way done.
Like 10 years ago, nobody was thinking that there was any food in Lima that would be worthwhile coming to, and now today, you know, some of the best restaurants in the world is here. What changed here?
Gastón.
Yeah?
Gastón Acurio for sure changed it, yeah. You have to be a real, not thankful to say it really. Our work, of course, because what I have done, and because of my work and everything, and because of Gastón. Gastón had the horizon to see and to know and to project, make a revolution in Latin America, in South America really. I think that we work as a team. Now everybody has their own horizon and everything, but always trying to help each other, I think so, no? In our ways and in that stuff. I think that San Pellegrino, the 50 best restaurants, helps a lot. Yeah. But I think that the best recognition is like you can pay at the end of the month all checks, you know.
That's
the best.
If you can break even, or maybe make a little money.
For sure.
So do you still cook in the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just in time for the lunch crowd, when things start to get busy around here. In the small but mighty kitchen, a well-oiled crew works to crank out a hefty pile of covers, and by the smell of things, I'm in for one hell of a meal. Before I know what's happening, James is bombing the table with dish after dish. First plates up are fish.
The culinary gods are blessing me today.
Unbelievable. No, I mean like really good. Peruvian ingredients and flavors elevated to an amazing new level. And this, the legendary dessert Rosario insisted I'd try. Wow, silky and literally perfect in its form. What an incredible first meal in Peru. It's going to be tough to top this. If this is any indication on what to come in the next 10 days, this is going to be a really good trip. As the dinner crowd starts to fill the place up, I say my goodbyes and get on my way. The food here certainly lived up to all the buzz. A clear sunset in Lima is a rare and celebrated event. I guess I'm here at the right time. So to get one of the best views of the city and the sunset from the water, I'm headed to La Rosa Nautica, a seafood restaurant that's located out on a pier and helmed by Chef Pedro Miguel Schiaffino.
Is this the best spot in Lima with this view?
There are good spots in Lima, but this is one of the nicest ones. It's a unique spot on top of the water. Actually, you dine watching surfers.
Yeah.
There are some cities that you have great food and people that are making a good job and you have good product, but you are missing something, you know, about the culture and history. You know, here we have a great culture and history.
So you got a couple of surfboards with you so we can go surfing?
Yeah, you want? Yeah, I have a couple of longboards. You can longboard here.
I'll probably drown.
Nah, come on. There's people that rent and they have classes.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
No, it's super easy.
No, it's not. I tried it one time. It's not easy.
But this is a very nice spot to learn.
It's just like cooking. It's super easy too when you know what you're doing.
But everything, it takes time. You need to practice. That's all.
Yeah.
But it's a nice spot to surf, though. I love this restaurant because, well, it's family run.
Yeah.
A lot of people, well, most Peruvians love this restaurant, no? And
yeah. Because of the history?
Yeah, and when they come from other cities, they come here, no? They always come here. And I'm happy, I'm super happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Well, we better go and leave you alone. Thank you so much.
Okay, Lesa.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
I've already covered a lot of ground since I've been here, but I'm still thinking about that ceviche at Cosme. Ceviche is everywhere in Peru, and every region has their own version of it, but almost all of them start with fresh fish. To get the freshest fish in Lima, you have to get up early. It's 2:30 in the morning, and I'm on my way to check out the largest fresh fish market in the city. The boats have just come in, and the morning catch is being prepped for sale.
We're at the fish market in Lima, Peru. I was kind of interested in to see the fish we got today at Cosme, where that came from. So Saturday is a big day down here where all the fresh fish comes in.
I'm meeting up with Alberto, owner of Calcal Peru, a service that shows up in places like this to source the freshest fish for restaurants like Cosme.
I have worked here like 16 years.
16 years.
When I arrived here, we don't have a ceiling.
No roof.
No roof.
Oh,
no
wow.
roof, no lights.
Yeah.
All dark with flashlights.
So, is this every day?
Yes, every day.
Is there any chefs that comes in here and picks themselves? Or?
Yes. A lot. Good breakfast. Sweet.
Wow, that's good.
It seems chaotic and certainly doesn't look like any fish market I've ever been to, but there is a rhythm to the madness, and they have a little bit of everything here. After 16 years of picking fish for fine dining restaurants, Alberto knows what he's looking for.
Sometimes you find it like alive.
As a chef, all of this seafood is making my head spin with ideas, and when it's this fresh, it's more than worth the early morning. Now, vamos a la cama. To get a better feel for the old part of the city, I'm headed to do a little exploring.
There's a lot of Spanish architecture here, so it feels really European. In the town square, there's a big celebration today.
This is the part of the episode where I'm supposed to lay down some cultural facts about the meaning behind the dances, dress, and the parade itself. But there is so much going on here, I wouldn't know where to start. It's all I can do not to get lost in the middle of it, much less trampled by a giant parade shrine. But it is captivating. You want to see traditional dress? No problem. Music, dance, check. And then there is this. Inca bread.
I'm eating Inca bread. It's made of corn. It's very interesting. It has some flavors that I'm unfamiliar with.
Something like cornbread. This one was a little dry, to be honest. But new lesson unlocked for my future self. Eating mystery cornbread in the middle of a street festival with nothing to drink nearby is not a well thought out plan. But then again, it did lead me to this. Thirsty? Feeling a little worn down from the walking? No worries, try some coca tea.
I just ordered a coca tea. It's made with the coca leaves. When you go to Machu Picchu and you're worried about the elevation, so they say to drink a little tea made from the coca leaves. And you can take this with you inside of the Peru, but they can't leave Peru. Of course, obviously, there's stuff in here that people would frown upon.
A few moments later, and I've got my energy back.
Very interesting flavor, and I feel good. A couple more of these, I could probably run 2 restaurants at the same time.
For me personally, a little time in the plaza goes a long way. It's nearing lunchtime, and when you're in Lima for lunch, why not eat next to some Incan ruins? With a menu of modern Peruvian favorites like trout or la trucha and potatoes, the restaurant at the Huacapuclana ruins doesn't disappoint. But enough about food. I'm ready to climb the adobe pyramid.
It's unbaked adobe bricks, and it doesn't rain here, and maybe that's why it's lasted so long.
I'm trying to find answers. You know, it seems like further I go into Peruvian history, the more questions I have. Just think about how old is this, you know, that you can put your hand on history. That's amazing. I know I'm supposed to focus on the food, but it's very hard to focus on the food when you're here at this incredible site. So it's taken 40 years to uncover all we're seeing, and they're not done yet. So look at this hillside right here. It still needs to be dug out, and there's probably going to be a bunch of discoveries there. There are more than 400 sites like this one, located all over Lima, a stark reminder of the deep history and past civilizations that were here long before we were. You have the filter on where I get a 6-pack, right? We are exploring Barranca, which is another neighborhood in Lima, Peru. You know, I know they have good chicken in Peru, but this is interesting right here. Doesn't matter what country you are in the world, there's always a little American culture in there. Look at this. Seeing the Colonel's face here makes me want something local to eat. Oh look, it's a food cart. He's making picarones. I'm about to try that, and then we're gonna have cow's heart. That's gonna be delicious. Picarones, it's like a Peruvian funnel cake.
This is made of pumpkin.
It's delicious.
Potato.
I'm about to eat some cow heart now. I probably should have had the cow heart first and then this afterwards, but we'll see. The beef heart is splendid, just the way I like it. Hot, tender, and on a stick. Perfect for a late evening stroll through the streets.
Visitaron pueblos olvidados, aprendieron de los productores locales e hicieron algo increíble. Convirtieron la tradición en vanguardia. Hoy, restaurantes peruanos están entre los mejores del mundo. No porque se parezcan a los europeos, sino porque son diferentes. Porque cuentan la historia de los Andes, del imperio inca, de la migración japonesa, china, española, todo en un solo bocado. Perú en el mapa mundial. Perú ya no es solo un destino turístico, es una potencia culinaria. Chefs de todo el mundo viajan hasta Lima para estudiar en sus cocinas, para descubrir el secreto de sus sabores, y para replicar ese amor por el producto local en sus propios países. Y es que Perú nos enseña algo muy poderoso, que no hay futuro sin raíces. Que lo autóctono tiene valor. Que la identidad también se cocina, se huele, se prueba, y se comparte. La tierra prometida. El chef del video no exagera. Para quienes aman la cocina de verdad, Perú es una tierra prometida. Aquí no hay solo recetas, hay historia viva. Hay cultura en cada plato. Hay un pueblo que resiste, que celebra, que honra su pasado mientras innova. Perú es la prueba de que la comida puede unir generaciones, derribar fronteras y convertirse en el idioma universal que todos queremos hablar. Si alguna vez te preguntaste por qué Perú aparece en cada lista de los mejores destinos gastronómicos del mundo, ahora tienes la respuesta. Y si nunca has probado su comida, tal vez sea momento de hacerlo. No solo vas a saborear un buen plato, vas a descubrir una cultura entera servida en un mantel. Porque sí, para muchos chefs, Perú no es solo un país. Es una promesa de que la cocina aún puede cambiar al mundo. Nos vemos en la próxima historia que el mundo tiene por contar.